Your two difficult trips coming up in very short time between the two games. How easy or difficult does that make it to prepare for? How different is it, say, to last week?
Very difficult. It's been an awful lot of games in August. Obviously, our injury situation is far from perfect, so it's just a case of getting the players through training at the minute, and real tough game at Hemel, and then which we've got to get through first, and then obviously a tough game away to Hampton on Tuesday, which is two teams who have started the season very, very well as well.
Are you happy with the way those fixtures are planned out, as it were? Or is it just it is what it is?
It is what it is. I mean, no, I'm not happy about it, but no one's going to listen to me anyway, so what's the point in moaning? I think you're quite right. It is what it is. It's that phrase that's becoming more and more common every day in our lives at the moment. I think let's get on with it.
You touched on injuries. Sounded like you picked up another one against Dover on Monday. What is the latest there?
He's got a scan tomorrow. It's not good. So it's bad news all round at the minute.
Is there any good news on the injury front at the moment?
No.
So nobody coming out. Are you looking to recruit ahead of Saturday?
No, we won't be doing any business. No.
And that's across the board as well, because obviously, I know obviously Torquay can still bring players in after the league transfer window closes. But I mean, are you looking around in a more general term, or is it just a case of if something?
I think we're always looking for players, and there's always players available. But at the minute, the squad's the squad at the minute. When everyone's fit, we've got a good squad. Obviously, you don't plan to have 5 key first team players out. So, it's chucks a spanner in the works, but it is what it is.
It's what it is, absolutely. What are you expecting from Hemel?
Tough game, very tough game. It's our 3rd away game on the trot on plastic, which, is just the way it's worked out. It's got a little bit of a slope on the pitch. It's difficult to defend the slope. I know the manager there very well. He's a good friend of mine. They've recruited really well in the summer. They're a powerful team, fit, organised, and they've had some really good results already this season as well.
You played really well there, obviously right at the end of last season, but they've changed so much that won't have any huge bearing on this one.
I don't think it'll have any bearing on it at all. Like you said, I think both squads have changed a lot from that game. And also, it was a bit of a one-off game where we was obviously trying to play for a league title, and so it'll have no significance whatsoever.
Good luck, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A couple of new additions to the squad since we last spoke. Tell us a little bit about what Josh Phillips brings to the squad.
Josh Phillips is a quick, direct winger. He's an out-and-out winger. He's got good delivery, and he's good in 1v1 situations.
And I mean, he seemed to fit in pretty well in the 2 games over the weekend, particularly Monday. He had a really good game.
Yeah, well, it's he acquitted himself well in both games, I thought, and it's very difficult when you've come from academy football to play 2 games in 3 days. 2 blood and thunder games as well. So, and no, I agree with you. I think he acquitted himself well. I think he was very fatigued on Monday, and that's why he came off. So he's done all right.
And Denzel, obviously, is a player you had your eye on through the summer. A little bit of a gap to signing him. How did that come about?
I've kept in touch with his agent, who I know very well and get on with, and it's just been a case of being patient, really, and just waiting for a little bit of budget and for Denzel to be ready to do it as well. So we've got him down. He's a work in progress. Listen, don't anyone put too much pressure on him. Expect him to go straight to the starting lineup and go and start the next 40 games. It's he's learning. He's young. He's been in America playing, and he's getting used to us. But one thing about him is that he wants to do well. He's got a tremendous attitude. He's got a real desire to win as well. So look, we're happy he's here.
I think the fans were happy to have him back as well. He's going to be quite popular, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems to be. He's an infectious character, so I can see why.
Going back to Monday's game, one player I thought put in a real shift. They all put in a real shift, to be honest. But one player that really did stand out was Louis Dennis for me. He didn't stop running, even though he probably had a still feeling his fire there or whatever. That's great to have in the squad, isn't it? That kind of player.
Yeah, he's a top player.
Yeah.
He's a top player. Obviously, he's still not fully fit, really. He's still not 100%, you know. So if the injury situation wasn't what it was, probably wouldn't have played. So, yeah, we're having to force the issue a little bit at the minute.
Does that worry you that you maybe having to play players? And,
Yeah.
It's not just the players that are missing; it's the players that have to play.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's it puts pressure on the boys who are playing to be fit. So, like I say as well, it's the 5 players are missing. Arguably, are all starters, you know, or very comfortable starters. That's for sure. So, it's a tough injury situation at the minute, and we just got to get through.
Does Ed Palmer backheel the ball like that in training? He made a nuisance of himself in the box, didn't he? It was there to be.
Ed's a much better football player than people give him credit for. He's very comfortable with the ball at his feet.
Paul, not to take anything. Sorry, Dave.
No,
not to take anything away from Ed. He's been superb this year, hasn't he? But Jordan Dyer's been a fixture really in the back four. And he's not getting the minutes at the moment. Where's he? Is he struggling a bit for fitness?
No, Jordan's fit. Jordan's fit. It's just that's the way I saw it on Monday, and it was Jordan Dyer, in my opinion, is one of the best centre backs in the league. But I saw it that way on Monday. Jordan's fit, and he's absolutely pivotal to what we do. He's a monster player for us.
Both at Horsham and on Monday, you just signed Josh Phillips and you put him straight into the starting lineup, especially given all the things you've been saying. Very often when you've signed young players, they've started off on the bench and then come into the team. Where does it fall in your rating of him, of what he could bring to the side, and how much was it to try and keep the formation of the 2 wingers that you've started the season with?
Yeah, good question. A little bit of both, maybe. A little bit of both.
You'd obviously you'd had a look at him, hadn't you, in the couple of
Yeah,
days
no, I knew.
before
I'd seen him play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the wingers have been important to us this year. I think we scored 9 goals at home now, haven't we? So it's, you know, and they've the wingers have been involved in most of those. And like you said, I'd seen Josh play, so it wasn't like I was taking a gamble. I knew the boy could play football. You know, he played against Coventry in the EFL Cup this season for Luton, so I watched that game. So there was no qualms about putting him in. But you know, I'm very adaptable shape-wise anyway, so it's not.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got a set formation. I've played multiple formations since being manager at Torquay. So, but on that day, that's the way I chose to go.
Yeah. Well, might we see? You know, you're quite right. Through the course of last season, you probably played 4 or 5 formations, and of course, formations within the same game as well, and that's always the case. We've been pretty attacking up to now, I think, and that's the way you've obviously wanted to approach it. Away from home, might you start think about pulling your? I think somebody used that phrase earlier on, didn't they? Pulling your horns in, or whatever it was, in terms of trying to grind out results away from home. We were so good at that last season, weren't we?
Yeah, I take on board what you're saying, but for me, we've had 2 away games. Maidstone, you take a point there all day long. It was a hard-fought game. Maidstone are good. Horsham, I don't think we played well, but ultimately we've lost to a free kick and a mistake. Horsham I think they had 1 more shot. So for as bad as we were, we still weren't getting, you know, we still shouldn't have lost the game.
No.
So I'm not concerned. I think it's a bit early to be worried about away form at the moment. So I mean, we're 5 games in, aren't we? So I'm pretty calm about that.
Yeah. I think that's something a lot of people seem to forget, don't we? There's 41 games to go, and everybody's trying to pick apart every game. And
there's an awful lot of people who forget that.
Yeah,
an awful lot.
And what do we say? 10 games. Often it's longer than 10 games before the division settles down.
I wouldn't look at them. I wouldn't look at the league table or give two hoots about the league table until at least 16 games.
Yeah.
The referee certainly had a bearing on Saturday's match. Were you able to make any representations? Were you able to have a word?
I'm still waiting to hear back from the referee from Sonny Lowe Everton's tackle, so I don't think I'm going to get any feedback from Monday's game for quite a while.
Do you think there's a case where they should have to reply to a...
Well, supposedly they are.
Okay. Fine.
It's in the post.
Yeah. It takes a long time to get post down here, doesn't it?
After Monday, Paul, you were quoted saying, "I didn't care about me." The reaction you showed obviously was relief, satisfaction, and proud again in the team. But what were your underlying or overriding emotions for you at the end of Dover?
No, nothing. I wasn't relieved at all. I wasn't relieved. I was happy. I'm always happy to get 3 points. It's not a sense of relief. It's and when I say I don't care about me, I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. It's about the players, and I thought the players bounced back from Saturday's disappointment magnificently. Although the scoreline says 3-2, Dover have had a free kick. The lads hit a worldie that wasn't a free kick. They've had a penalty that was our fault, and they've had a goal disallowed at the end, which I see some people say isn't offside. It's clearly offside. When the lad volleys it back in, the goal scorer is clearly offside. That's it. So I think we were great, and at half time could have easily been 4-1 up, easily. So I was happy for the players, happy for the fans. It's not about Paul Wotton. It's not about what I feel. That's irrelevant to the game of football. I was happy for the players, happy for the fans, because I felt like we deserved to win.
Well, I'm interested in the manager's lot in a way, and after intense few days, I know it's ongoing, express train all the way through the season, but how does Paul Wotton relax, recharge, go again? Or doesn't he?
Me? Yeah, I relax. I don't know. Like a game of golf. Took my niece to the zoo yesterday. But that was more tiring than a game of football. So, you're always thinking about football, aren't you? It's your job. So it's 24/7.
In the wake of the Horsham match, they were all in on the Sunday, but they were going to be anyway, probably, because of the game on Monday.
Yeah.
The pick-up after that game, I'm sure, and you've told us many times before, it can't always come from you. Do I get the impression that the players themselves, at least as much as you, led the post-mortem, that's an awful phrase, sorry, but the inquiry and the pick-up after that game?
Yeah.
And is that quite a good... Would that
No,
go down well with you, I'm sure?
You're spot on, and it went down very well with me. We got a much more mature group this year. The average age has come up a little bit, not hugely, but the younger players who were here last year have matured massively for the season they had last year. So experiences they're experiencing now, they've experienced it before last season, so they deal with it much, much better. You only deal with experiences in life really by experiencing it before. I'm saying experienced a lot there, but you know what I mean. So they deal with it better, and the players on the bus on Saturday night, and it was a quick turnaround as well. So there's no time for a post-mortem. There's no time to dissect Horsham, because you're straight back into the game Monday, which for us was great. I came in Sunday, and it's I was down. I'm always down when we lose games, but when I came in Sunday, the boys, they were great. There was no sulking, no moan. We've got a game. What's done is done. We've got to look forward now. So I agree with you, and you're spot on in your assessment of that. I just feel like we've just got a much more mature group, Dave, a much more players who have had those experiences and who have played in higher leagues. And you lose games of football. I've got to say, the fallout from losing at Horsham, I think, was insane. I've got to be honest. but the players dealt with it magnificently, and they got their just rewards on Monday, so it's all good.